Hello and welcome to Leicester City versus Arsenal at the KP Stadium. Live coverage here on Total Football. So start off with the team news straight away. So in goal for Leicester City, we've got Kasper Schmeichel. Right back, former Manchester United academy man Richard Delort. We've got at centre back Wes Morgan, and I think it's Wes Morgan and Liam Moore. Konchesky at left back. We've got Mahrez right mid, Schlupp left mid, King and Hammond in the centre, and Ulloa and Nugent up front for Leicester, the home side today. The visitors, FA Cup and Community Shield champions Arsenal. We've got Wojciech Szczesny in goal, Matteo Debuchy at right back, Nacho Monreal left back, Lauren Koscielny and Per Mertesacker at centre back. We've got sort of a 4-1-4 formation, so Flamini sitting deeper as the holding player and the shield of the defence, like an anchor. So Matteo Flamini is the sort of, he's the furthest back in the midfield, and he's got two in front of him in Ramsey and Cazorla, who are sort of playing as advanced playmakers. Ozil on the left, Sanchez on the right, and Yaya Sanogo up front due to a 3-month injury to Olivier Giroud. On the bench for both teams, Drinkwater, Vardy, Albrighton, Hamer, new signing Cambiasso, Vasilevsky and Wood for Leicester. And on the bench for Arsenal, Rosicky, Podolski, Wilshere, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Chambers, Martinez and Joel Campbell. So those are the teams. This is the King Power Stadium. We are live here as Arsenal are ready to kick off for us. And we will see an interesting game here today. We really will. I think Leicester will give Arsenal a great run for their money. And we will see how they do in their first season in the Premier League since 2004. The last time Arsenal played Leicester City, interestingly enough, was the game where Arsenal won their last game on their unbeaten streak in their title-winning unbeaten season way back in 2004. And we're underway anyway here. It's Arsenal that get us kicked off with Ramsey and Sanogo to take kick-off. And Leicester are straight in there with high pressure. 9 seconds in is what it took to get us our first foul, because Jeffrey Schlupp closed down Matteo Debuchy very quickly and ended up bringing him to ground. It was two players tackled him there. I think Schlupp got the ball, if anything. But you can see Leicester's intent. Push Arsenal high up the field early on. Make them work and keep applying pressure on the ball. That is what I think Leicester's game plan will be. So anyway, Arsenal, FA Cup and Community Shield champions right now. Leicester City, the Championship champions right now, who funnily enough can't defend their title this season, but we'll see exactly how they do this season in the Premier League. And Nugent is just offside there early on, but Arsenal target Loic Remy. They've been chasing for a while, but today they withdrew their interest from the striker. I think they've turned their attention to Alessio Secchi. I don't think Falcao or Cavani will be brought into the club. I think they were optimistic rumours, if anything. It's going to be hard to tell where it'll go. Booted forward by Kasper Schmeichel. Debuchy won the header. Hammond, King, Hammond, Mahrez. Oh, it's a good ball by Santi Cazorla there, and Sanogo was causing the defence all kinds of problems until big defender Wes Morgan came across and dealt with that one. So, the last time Arsene Wenger's men received a Premier League trophy was when these guys were in the division, and we'll see if they can do it again. That's what they're looking to do this season. And Mahrez has won it here, looking to get a cross in. Nacho Monreal was a bit complacent on the ball. It's Mahrez. The Algerian, his cross was poor, headed away at the near post by Per Mertesacker. Arsenal should be ready for this high energy, thrilling start that Leicester is trying to provide us. Flamini to Santi Cazorla. Courtesy of a bit of good play from Ozil. Sanchez. Cazorla. Oh, it's just behind Ramsey. Couldn't really do anything. Now Mahrez looks to break. Richie Delat plays it down the line, and it's cut out there by Monreal. Played out wide there by Ozil. Could not find another yellow shirt. Esteban Cambiasso signed yesterday. Well, not yesterday, it was previously, but the announcement, I think, was yesterday or the day before for Leicester City, and that is incredible. Leicester City have been trying to tie up a deal for Cambiasso for quite a few years now, and now they're finally in the Premier League. Cambiasso said that he couldn't have appreciated his career as much if he hadn't have played in the Premier League. It was one of his dreams. He's finally going to live it through Leicester City. Here's Sanchez looking to work a shot. He's backheeled it to Cazorla, and it's always rolling towards the grateful arms of Kasper Schmeichel. Obviously, the son of the great Peter Schmeichel, one of the best goalkeepers we'll ever see. We'll see if Kasper can live up to the family name this season in the Premier League. He'll have to. If he wants to help keep Leicester in the Premier League, he's going to be one of their key players. Great play there between Ramsey and Ozil. Keeping it and still going forward up the field. Santi Cazorla. Here he is again, Cazorla. Oh, it's another poor pass. Santi Cazorla put it just behind Ramsey, and now it's a break on. It's Richie Delat, so quick for the right back, crossed in, and it's touched away there, and Ulloa couldn't quite get the contact he wanted. Richie Delat is quick, and he just breezed away from Flamini and Nacho Monreal after winning the ball, and then he crossed it into the Argentinian striker Leonardo Ulloa, and couldn't quite find the target. It was comfortable for Chesney in the end. But great work there by Richie Delat, Belgian fullback, born in Antwerp, where Manchester United happen to have a scouting network. In Antwerp, we got a lot of United's young players are coming from Belgium. Delat was one of the first, and well, you just saw his pace there. Just absolutely unreal pace to get down the right-hand side. He is very quick, and I think he'll cause some problems for some defences in the Premier League this season. And some wingers as well that are going to try and beat him, try and do him for pace, and you can't necessarily do that with this lad. Cazorla. Koscielny. Cazorla again. Trying the ball through to Monreal, and he's got there, and Delat there using his speed again. He got back and just crunched the tackle in on Monreal, and it was a clean tackle as well, just heavy. And Mahrez couldn't quite get it away, and he's happy to win the throw in there in the end. So it'll be interesting to see what Riyad Mahrez can do that down that right-hand side. He's he was born in France, Mahrez, but Algerian parents make him eligible to play in the Algerian national team. Didn't feature in the World Cup, and it's a poor pass back there by Monreal, and it was Chesney got there quick enough, just ahead of Ulloa. Debuchy. Sanchez. Bit of trickery there from the Chilean. Sonego tried to hold it up for him to run onto, and he just couldn't do it long enough. He had a lot of blue shirts around him. Richie Delat. Ulloa. Delat again. Carrying it further forward. Back to Ulloa. Crossing position now for the Argentinian. It's a low one and Mertesacker dealt with it. Delat, can he get a second ball in? It's the follow-up into, well, no real danger area there. And it's absolutely poor there from Jeffrey Schlupp, who tried to volley it back into the box first time and ended up smashing it out of play into the stands. Jeffrey Schlupp, 21 years old, naturally a defender from Germany. He is showing promise. He does look like he could be a good player, Schlupp. Yeah, Sonego was fouled there. Hammond definitely got the ball. And Dean Hammond, ex-Southampton midfield player. He definitely got the ball there, but it was heavy and it was rash, and I think that's why the referee ended up giving the free kick. Mertesacker under no real pressure to recover the ball for Arsenal there. And they can build again. Ozil, Cazorla. Ozil again. Arsenal they don't have a shortage of attacking midfield players and playmakers. Their midfield's probably their strongest part. They've got so much quality. Aaron Ramsey, Jack Wilshere, of course. Flamini's playing every game for Arsenal at the minute because he does a really good job at the back there. Santi Cazorla, Chamberlain. I mean, there's so many players that Arsenal have got to choose from. Here's Alexis Sanchez, one of the new additions in midfield. Some thought he might play up front, but I think his general role is going to be on the right wing for Arsenal. Theo Walcott still injured. Chamberlain's recovered now. He's on the bench today. Ozil. Monreal. Ozil again. Looking to work something here. Tried to play it to Cazorla. He did. Here's Ramsey. Deflected, and it's just wide. Schmeichel always saw it going wide. Aaron Ramsey's got 2 already this season, and I think we'll see quite a few more from him. Corner kick to Arsenal. Just a gathering of blue and yellow shirts on the edge of the box, where Arsenal are looking to sort of aim the ball in with Cazorla's delivery. Headed away there. Well, Joe was the man to head it away at the front post. Back in by Monreal. Headed on by Sanchez, and it's straight at Kasper Schmeichel, who's hit it all the way upfield towards Jeffrey Schlupp, who's quick, and he's gone straight into the side of Koscielny. Then we've had a clash of heads, I think. Both players down, holding their heads, and that looks like a painful one. I think I heard that. Oh, it is a big headbang from both players there. Koscielny got the worst of it. I think Schlupp's a little bit dazed, but Koscielny's down and out right now, and I think Callum Chambers is warming up on the far side now for Arsenal. He is. He's started the season at centre-back due to Koscielny not being quite match fit. And I think it will be Schlupp will be able to play on. Not too sure about Koscielny though. He looks groggy, doesn't he, Jeffrey Schlupp? And I don't know if Koscielny's unconscious there. Not much movement. He's surrounded by Arsenal physios. And there's not much movement at all coming from the French international. Just get an angle of Koscielny's face there. He's definitely conscious. But I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's been down quite a while now. Callum Chambers, like I said, he's a natural right back, but he has started the season at centre back, and he's done a really good job at centre back. The youngster, still only 19 years old. I think we're yet to see the best of him. He's another one with absolutely masses of potential, and he'll definitely be a star in the England team in the future. Koscielny looks like he's set to get up. He is. He's another one that looks a bit groggy. Lauren Koscielny. If I was Arsenal, I'd tell Koscielny to go off, because you don't want to playing on. He looks concussed, and I don't think you're allowed to play on in the laws of the game with a concussion anymore. He definitely needs to come off. Lauren Koscielny. We'll see what Arsene Wenger does if Koscielny can keep playing. I think Koscielny's gone straight down he's gone straight down the tunnel there, Lauren Koscielny. He won't be featuring again today. Callum Chambers will come on once he's warmed up and ready. Jeffrey Schlupp ready to come back into action. He's really didn't get the worst of it. So Leicester playing again now. Here is Mahrez. Konchesky, he's got over 300 appearances at the Premier League level, believe it or not, despite spending the last few seasons with Leicester. Very experienced Premier League player. Paul Konchesky, 33 years old. He's had spells with quite a few top clubs, Liverpool being the main one. Part of the Charlton side that were relegated alongside Leicester back in 2004. Mertesacker on his own at the back right now. The lone centre back. Flamini shouting at the bench, trying to ask him what's taking Chambers so long to get on the pitch. I think he's walking back to the tunnel now. Leicester need to make the most of this 10-man, well, the man advantage at the moment. Ramsey, Cazorla, just trying to work something here. Ramsey again. Ozil, Cazorla, lays it off to Ramsey, lifts it over the top for Sanogo, couldn't quite get a toe to it, and if he did, he would have definitely had a good chance to score there, Yaya Sanogo, and Schmeichel's hit it long. Here is Mahrez dancing inside of Ramsey. Arsenal got a lot of players back to cover at the moment. Great play here. Mahrez! Oh, it inches wide. And Leicester could have easily been one up here. Arsenal need Chambers on as soon as possible, because they have a massive gap in the heart of defence right now. And Mahrez, oh, it's inches wide there. And, oh, Lauren Koscielny's actually come back onto the field. He went down the tunnel to receive more treatment, believe it or not. And he's come back out now with The rather interesting headband. I wonder how he's feeling. We'll have to see. His first involvement is to head it away. And Nugent's outmuscled him there, though. Lauren Koscielny right now looks like he's ready to do the breaststroke with that headband or cap. Don't know what kind of protection it'll do, but we'll have to wait and see and hope that he's all right. Great ball there from Ramsey to Sanchez. His curling effort blocked by Delat. He's brought it down well with his chest again. Debuchy again. Oh, it's a great tackle. But Arsenal have still come out on top with the ball. Ozil. Oh, he's tried to slot it inside and it was cut out well there by Dean Hammond. Ramsey. Debuchy. Crossed in and it hits Jeffrey Schlupp. Comes out again. Cazorla's on the edge of the box. Chipped over to Sanogo. Couldn't get... Oh, he didn't know what to do with it. Sanchez! And Arsenal lead 1-0 at the KP Stadium. Alexis Sanchez with his first Premier League goal for Arsenal. And Kasper Schmeichel is not happy there. It was scruffy, but he won't mind. It was Yaya Sanogo that sort of made it for him. Wasn't intentionally, though. It was a beautiful disguised pass there from Santi Cazorla. It looks like he was going to shoot. Sanogo's miles onside. Tried to poke it goalwards, and Kasper Schmeichel could only flap at it with his legs, and he ended up kicking it towards Sanchez, who is there to slot it in between, I think it's Wes Morgan and Paul Konchesky in the end. And Schmeichel's really not happy with that, because I think if it was a better effort from Sanogo, Schmeichel wouldn't have made the sort of save he did, because Sanogo's effort was so bad it was almost unpredictable, and that set up Alexis Sanchez for his first Premier League goal. So we'll see if he can build on that. I'm sure he will. He's looked excellent for Arsenal so far. Koscielny's not got his swimming cap on anymore. I think he's throwing it away. Debuchy heads on. Flamini. Arsenal back in possession. Ozil. Back to Debuchy. Great play here. Sanogo. Holding it up well. Santi Cazorla couldn't quite hold on to that. Sanchez driving at the defence again, coming in on that right foot. Tried to slip it through to Ramsey. And it's not the best ball in from Sanchez. Yaya Sanogo scored 4 in a 5-0 win against Benfica in pre-season, believe it or not, at the Emirates Stadium. He's been heavily criticised at Arsenal. He's not a crowd favourite, to say the least. And we'll see if he can prove his doubters wrong this season and use Giroud's absence as a real reason to play well and keep his place in the side, because he'll have to work so hard to keep his place when Giroud comes back. So if Arsenal don't sign a striker before deadline day, which they are trying desperately to do, they're looking at Serchi, they were looking at Remy. Also, big money moves like Cavani. I don't think that'll happen, though. If they don't get a striker in, Sanogo's going to have a lot of work to do. And it's Jeffrey Schlupp to cross in. It's towards Ulloa, and it's 1-1. 2 minutes later, Leicester have hit back against Arsenal. It was a great, it was a soft ball in from Jeffrey Schlupp, and then they used his pace to get away from Debuchy. It was a really good ball in, soft, gentle, controlled ball in, and then the header was out of Szczesny's reach into the far corner from Leonardo Ulloa, and you think he's going to be, if anyone, the man that's going to keep Leicester in the division this side. It was a great header from Ulloa, and Leicester hit back instantly. Leicester 1, Arsenal 1 now. It just went back across Szczesny as he tried to scurry across the goalie. And it went back across him. There wasn't anything he could have done there. Joe's a big player. It's his second of the season for Leicester. And that won't be his last either. It's his record. It's Leicester City's record signing. Koscielny. Debuchy. Receives it back from Ozil, and he's sort of trying to drive forward. It's deflected to Ozil after a pass to Ramsey went astray. Monreal. Sanchez. Monreal again. Tried to cross in. Sanchez with a beautiful back heel to Cazorla, who didn't want to hit it. Oh, and Cazorla's just done too much there. He really was set for the shot, but it didn't go quite as well as he hoped. Here is Nugent. He's got Ulloa over on the far side, screaming for it, and the cross in, blocked by Flamini. Another chance for Leicester now with the corner. Just gone 24 minutes in. Leicester City 1, Arsenal 1. And Leicester City have a corner. 4 players on the Arsenal goal line for Leicester, which is interesting. And it nearly went in. I think the corner may have been a shot. That bit of an interesting tactic. But Szczesny was fouled in the end, and it was given as an Arsenal free kick. Really interesting corner tactic there. You see some crazy things from set pieces these days. Sonogo brings it down on his chest well. Ramsey, Cazorla. Monreal. It's Alexis Sanchez now driving away down the right hand side. Ramsey. Sonogo tried to loft it through to Cazorla. Sanchez has won it back though, flicking it over Wes Morgan's legs. Flamini, Sanchez finds Ramsey. Ozil. He's trying to create something now. Koscielny's come forward to receive the ball. Try and keep the move going. Ramsey. Arsenal really building well here. Ozil plays it into Sonogo, and his shot, I think it took a deflection. It did. Arsenal have another corner. They have some big lads going forward. They've got Per Mertesacker, who's 6'4". Yaya Sonogo, 6'4". I don't know how Koscielny will do against going forward, because I think he would. Koscielny on any other day would have dealt with that crossing from Schlupp, but I think he was just sort of wary of his head and didn't want to clash it against Ulloa's, and didn't commit himself like he normally would. So I think that's the reason for the goal. And the substitution's finally been made. Callum Chambers is on. Laurent Koscielny's off. He didn't want to continue, and it's a great little flick there from Nugent, but Mertesacker did well. Callum Chambers called straight into action to help deal with the Leicester City counter-attack. Szczesny clears. Ozil. Sonogo. Ozil and Sanchez have swapped wings at the moment. Sanchez keeps coming in from the left onto his right foot, and Ozil vice versa. Here is Flamini. Ramsey. Debuchy to Sonogo. Sonogo thought it was fouled there, but Schlupp got the ball. Chambers on the ball for the first time for Arsenal. 4th competitive appearance now for Chambers. He had a great Community Shield. He's had a good first 2 games as well. This is his 4th. Joe winning the header. But Ramsey won the follow-up and it went straight to Debussy. And Debussy sort of dropped Mertesacker in it there. But the experienced German, he did really well there. Featured in every single game in Germany's World Cup win, Per Mertesacker. Fantastic World Cup for him. Ramsey, cheeky chop inside. Cazorla. Mahrez dances over the tackle as he intercepts. Poor kick from Schmeichel, but it fortunately ended up with Dean Hammond. Konchesky is taking it down the left in towards Nugent, who tried to dance around Chambers, and Chambers got a vital toe to it to keep it out. Sonogo trying to take on Wes Morgan. Ramsey. Ozil. Arsenal's counter-attack slowed right down as 8 blue shirts arrived behind the ball. Arsenal don't look secure right now at the back. I think they need someone else alongside Flamini to hold the midfield, because he's the only person in between the midfield and the defence, and it's just exposed all the time. Cazorla found by Ramsey. He nutmegged Hammond, but it ended up with Sonogo despite the foul. Play on. Advantage. Monreal. Sanchez tried to give it back to Monreal, or won a corner instead. Alexis Sanchez. Arsenal's 3rd corner of the game already. Sanchez whips it in. It went to near post. Mertesacker clipped it back across the box, and Sonogo could do nothing but put it over. It might have taken another nick. Mertesacker does well to keep it in, and yeah, it's a good block in the end by Morgan. Another corner to Arsenal. Sanchez once again will provide. Headed away at the near post this time. It's a really good header. Monreal to Ramsey. He's going to look to smash it back in towards the middle. Mertesacker stayed forward, and Mertesacker went for the volley there. He's screaming for handball as it was blocked there by either Morgan or Moore. I think they both went for it in the end. Sanchez comes inside and shoots. Took a couple of deflections, and Morgan diving headers across the face of his goal to concede the corner. It was great defending there. Once again, Arsenal have a corner. Half an hour gone. They are looking like scoring. It's a good delivery from Sanchez to Ramsey. Took a deflection. I think the shot was taken by Ozil in the end. Straight into Kasper Schmeichel's hands. Flamini. Closed down by Nugent. He's got it again there. Great flick on by Sanchez to Cazorla. Flamini again. Ozil. Really taking control of that right hand side. Ramsey back to Ozil. Flicks round Dean Hammond, and it was a definite foul there as he brought Mesut Ozil down. He's just chopped him to the ground. Went in late. And Arsenal have a free kick in a really dangerous position. You've got Cazorla who can hit it with either foot. Alexis Sanchez can take him. Mesut Ozil can take him. For me, this one favours Ozil. It's sort of Sanchez and Ozil that seem to have taken command over it. Don't forget that Santi Cazorla's got a great free kick on him as well. 5-man wall for Leicester. And the fans, 3 games in, are still cheering the disappearing spray. Cazorla stepped away from it. It's going to be Ozil or Sanchez. It's Ozil off the very top of the wall. Headed back into the danger zone there. Chambers, and that looked like it struck an arm. Sanogo brought down Delat, and well, it was a really great save from Kasper Schmeichel. Sanogo hit it at his near post, and he kicked it away with his feet, but despite that, it was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Poor header there from Mahrez, I think it was, that put the pressure back on the Leicester City defence. I don't know what he's doing heading it backwards there. Riyad Mahrez, but turned out, well, he got lucky. Debuchy won the header. Couldn't keep possession though. Here's Nugent. He's got Mahrez arriving on the edge, or lower in the middle. It's in towards us. Joe heads it back to Mahrez. And that's going to be Leicester City corner. It's their second of the game now. Can they apply some pressure here? And it's a completely different tactic for Leicester this time. They've got a group of 4 on the corner of the box instead of a group of 4 on the goal line. It's Mahrez' corner in. Headed away as far as Hammond, who heads it back in. Is there a penalty there? There's massive appeals from everyone inside the King Power Stadium, and the referee dismisses it. I think he's given it as a corner. Ramsey got his head to that there. And yeah, it's a fantastic decision because Schlupp kicks the ground. There's no foul there. Another corner in by Mahrez. Back post. Peugeot couldn't do anything with it. Good header from Chambers, and Arsenal concede another corner. More pressure from Leicester City now, as they look for their first win in the Premier League season of 2014. Moore, Joa, Nugent and Morgan, the aerial threats for Leicester. Crossed in by Mahrez. Headed away by Debuchy at the near post. Schlupp thought he had somebody else coming for it there, but in the end he had a bit of pressure approaching from Santi Cazorla. And the ball back in by Konchesky was too high for Mahrez, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Nacho Monreal's holding his head. Hope it isn't a second head injury for Arsenal. Mertesacker. Oh! And Ujo has gone in. I don't think I've ever seen a later tackle in my life. But in all fairness, I think Leonardo Ujo trips that. Yeah, he loses his footing and goes straight through Mertesacker. No booking given, which is good. I think Ujo hurt his ankle himself there, but he's making sure Mertesacker's alright. Would have been cruel for him to get a booking there. Here come Arsenal. Ramsey, wonderful back heel there. He sort of flicked it around the defender with that one, and it was cut out in the last ditch by Liam Moore. Ramsey gets to that one. Monreal to Ozil. Sanchez coming inside on on the near side now. Bit of trickery from him to keep it. Ramsey played it into Cazorla. It's going to fall Sanchez's way. It's not, because Morgan gets across again. He's having a good game at centre-back. Wes Morgan, the Leicester City skipper. Very commanding performance from him. Sanchez faced with 4 bodies. It hits the first, which is Delat, who gets it away. Hammond. Nugent switches to Konchesky. Takes it forward, the 33-year-old. He's not got the legs he used to, but he's found a great ball there to Nugent. Pulls it back. Here is King. Not seen much of King so far today. Leicester City's number 10. Tries to play in behind the striker as much as possible, but it's not really been in that area of the field today. Here's King again. Mahrez looking for the ball into Ulloa. It looked like it could have fooled Szczesny there for a second. And Ulloa was testing the bravery of Szczesny with that attempt. Ramsey finds Sanogo. Sanogo goes for goal and it's blocked by Morgan. Throw-in. Another great tackle from Morgan. He's been the best player on the pitch so far. Flamini fouled by Dean Hammond, and it's another free kick in a dangerous position, brought to you by Dean Hammond. This one is more Santi Cazorla territory. It's definitely shooting range. Arsenal have had 13 shots so far to Leicester's 3, and the score is 1-1. But only 4 on target, and Leicester's 1 shot on target has been their goal. So, see how that goes. Cazorla has taken a couple of glances towards the goal, but he's sort of organising a crossing position. 2-man wall, it's crossed in, and Kasper Schmeichel claims more than comfortably. Kasper Schmeichel rolling it out for King to carry. Plays it down the line. Nugent. Only just kept in by Schlupp. Nugent again. He's onside. Schlupp going on the outside. It's a good overlap. It's in towards Ulloa. I think it's gone further back. Mahrez. Delat. He looked to be fouled there by Sanchez. He really did. But the ref waves play on. Konchesky. Hammond. Great play there. Hammond's chipped it forward towards King, who's chested it down for Delat to run onto. Still feels he should have had a free kick there. And Hammond's nutmegged Monreal. Advantage played due to Mahrez, and he's pulled it back for the free kick. It was a foul. And I think the advantage was quite long there. It was kind to Leicester. King put it through Monreal's legs and then was brought down by Monreal. Mahrez tried to play on. And looking back at the Delat incident, it wasn't a foul. He's just sort of run straight into Alexis Sanchez. I think there was only more appeals because it was just inside the box, debatably. Mahrez to curl it. Away by Sanogo easily. It was a poor delivery from the Algerian. He's going to try again. First the throw-in. Delat. Konchesky. All the way back to Schmeichel. Leicester City fans and players remaining patient. They know that they can't push too much for this victory. They don't want to leave themselves exposed to the quality of Arsenal's attack. They're going to try and keep it in their half as much as possible. Trouble the defence. Mertesacker trying to carry it forward. Flamini ends up spreading the ball to Debussy. Pass it to fellow right back Callum Chambers, who's been a makeshift centre back for the start of this season. Ozil does well. Chambers again. Arsenal, I think they're trying to run down the clock here till half time. They're slowly edging forward up the field. Can't really do much. Chambers ends up hoofing it, and it's more to get away. Sonogo closes him down, blocks a clearance, and it's throwing deep inside their own half here for Leicester. Launched down the line by Konchesky. Ulloa couldn't win that header. Oh, it's a great touch by Delat. Or was it? It might have just been a bit too heavy for him because Monreal got there first. It ends up with Santi Cazorla. "31 years old now. The playmaker from Spain who's just made a mistake there. Miscontrolled it and then slid in against Ulloa and was penalised for it. He did get the ball, but it was a bit of a rough challenge. And that's the referee's line of thinking. Where's Morgan to send it forward? Ulloa wants it, Schlupp wants it. But he's ended up playing it backwards. Ulloa's dropped deep to carry this one forward. Schlupp. Konchesky. Good play here from Leicester down the left-hand side. Oh, it's wonderful stuff, but unfortunately cut out there by Cazorla in the end of all people. Dean Hammond with a little flick to the left of Ramsey. Ulloa caught in possession. But it's ended up with Hammond, and Hammond can drive at the defence. Oh, and he tried to lay it off there to Mahrez for a shot. It didn't quite work. And we know how quick Sanchez is. And Richie Delat's just outpaced him in getting to that one. So that sort of tells you the sort of speed the right back's got. King switches to Ulloa, who brings it down well on the far side. He's coming inside trying to get a shot. And he was tackled well. Combination of Cazorla and Sanchez to get the ball away. Sonogo in the end says he was marginally offside, or he wanted that a tiny bit earlier. Morgan. 3 minutes added on. Time now running down. And Leicester have won a throw-in. Jeffrey Schlupp doing well there. Troubling Debussy. And it ends up as an Arsenal throw-in in the end. Oh, it's cut out there right in front of the goal. Oh, and Callum Chambers has gotten so lucky. He dribbled it back across his own area. Ulloa got a tackle in. It fell straight to Nugent, who just couldn't get the shot away before Callum Chambers recovered and got a foot to the ball and then ended up running it away. Carried forward by Mahrez. Leicester looking for a goal before half-time. He's dancing through the players. Mahrez, he's trying to do it all alone. He's gone for goal. Straight at Chesney. He did deserve to have a shot after that run, but he had much better options. Ulloa and Nugent were in great space. Sanchez doing a similar thing now for Arsenal down the left. Ramsey. Debussy. Cazorla to Ozil. Cazorla again. What can he do from here? He's found a great ball to Sanchez. He's coming on his right to take the shot. It was blocked by Delart. The inside of his thigh. That'll be a stinger for the young Belgian. Nugent's charged him down there, and Schlupp's getting away with it, and he's tried to play it through to Nugent early, and he just couldn't quite time the pass well there, Jeffrey Schlupp. And Nugent's laughing it off. Leicester look to be going in at half-time in high spirit, so they will if Arsenal don't score here anyway. Cazorla, Debuchy, looking to cross. Plays it to Ramsey instead. Matteo Flamini. Ozil. Finds Ramsey with a bit of space to shoot. Aaron Ramsey. Never the best of efforts. We know he can hit them. Aaron Ramsey. He just dragged that at the last moment there, Ramsey. Could have gone in the top corner if he'd had a better connection with it. But that's a Leicester City goal kick. Not the best attempt on his part. And Kasper Schmeichel clears, which draws the first half to a close. We've seen a good first half. Leicester City 1, Arsenal 1. Make sure to leave your comments to tell me what you think of the first half. And we'll be right back in about 15-20 minutes with the second half. His part. And Kasper Schmeichel clears, which draws the first half to a close. We've seen a good first half. Leicester City 1, Arsenal 1. Make sure to leave your comments. And welcome back. We're not quite at half time yet, but we will be soon. Just got a lot of transfer news to report. What happened during this game? So, Fernando Torres to complete his 2-year loan move from Chelsea. Shinji Kagawa has signed for Borussia Dortmund for €6 million. Konstantinos Mitroglou has joined Olympiacos on a season-long loan. Actually, Loic Remy completed his move to Chelsea for €10.2 million. I don't know what it is in pounds. I think it's like £8 million. But so you got quite a few deals that I'm just in the middle of tweeting now. If you want to follow me on Twitter, links in the description at @the_1_sport. And it looks like the players are coming out. Coming back out onto the pitch for the second half. We're just waiting to kick off now. Tweet one more done deal. And we're underway. Score 1-1 here. And we'll see how the second half will pan out. Leicester with a very offensive start. If they can play like they did in the first half, defend very well and end up creating some chances like they just nearly did there with Nugent trying to dive in header early on, I think Leicester can really cause Arsenal some trouble now. Nugent did really well to get across his man there. Didn't get enough on the ball. Sonogo's brought down the goal kick. Ozil. Debussy. Oh, it's a stray pass. Flamini couldn't get there. Leicester pick possession up. Mertesacker back to Monreal. Who's just told there by Dean Hammond. Kick to Leicester City once again. That's his style of the game. Much longer he'll go without getting a booking. Sonogo. Kasper Schmeichel caught that comfortably in the end. So the news on Lauren Koscielny is that the laws of the game indicate nowadays that if you have any sign of concussion, you need to leave the field. But Lauren Koscielny did not, according to the Arsenal medical staff. There was no sign of concussion. He was feeling discomfort after the fact, and the player asked himself to come off the field. So that is the story behind Lauren Koscielny's substitution and head injury. He should be fit for next week. Not next week. For France international duty. Sanchez, corner in. It's away by Schmeichel. Ozil with a bad pass. Schlupp tried to break there, and he so nearly did. It's a good tackle in the end by Aaron Ramsey. He wasn't on the same wavelength as Ozil. Here's Ozil again. Plays it to Sonogo, whose ball wasn't the best. And it's cleared away in the end. Good touch there by Nugent to try and launch an attack. And Ujo is judged to have fouled Aaron Ramsey. So no change at halftime. The only change of the game we've seen so far is Callum Chambers on for Lauren Koscielny due to a head injury, like I've just said. And it's 1-1 at the KP Stadium between Leicester City and Arsenal. Arsenal's goal coming early on, courtesy of a bit of a scrappy Alexis Sanchez goal. And then Leicester City equalised 3 minutes later with a rather nice Ulloa header. Well, so we'll see how this second half unfolds. Cazorla's coming inside, gives it Ramsey. Ramsey trying to set himself for the shot there, didn't have time, played it out wide to Debuchy. Schlupp blocks the cross. Chambers. He tried to play it forward to Sanogo. It reached Sanogo. He drilled it across the area. What a dangerous ball that was. But in the end, no Arsenal shirt was arriving. Cazorla hit the ground very easily there. And got nothing. And then as Leicester tried to counter-attack, there was a foul in the build-up. Cazorla had a touch on his back and went to ground there from Dean Hammond. Never a penalty. Never a penalty. The ref didn't even flinch. Anthony Taylor, rather distinguished Premier League referee now, wasn't a couple of seasons ago, but he's getting better. He's becoming a really good referee since his time in the Premier League. Leicester City impressing once again. They got a point against Everton. They lost last weekend to Chelsea. And they're going to try and get all 3 points here against Arsenal. Or a draw. Cazorla plays it in. Sanchez. Cazorla again drags the shot. He didn't hit the near post at all there. He didn't. I think he was trying to smash that in near post there, Cazorla, and couldn't quite get his angles right. He didn't hit it straight, more or less. Santi Cazorla still yet to find top form. Nearly went all the way through to Ulloa there. And Chambers couldn't keep it in. But it came off Ulloa last, so it's an Arsenal throw. Debuchy throws line. Sanogo's controlled it well. Uppies with it here, Sanogo. Toying with the Leicester defence. He's done really well. Flicking it over people's heads and using his height, using his strength and power. The ball through in the end wasn't the best towards Aaron Ramsey. Flamini brings that one down this time. Mertesacker to Chambers. Debuchy. Mertesacker again. All the way back to Chesney. Arsenal don't want to allow Leicester to build any sort of pressure like they were really beginning to do a couple of minutes in and into this first half, and then a couple of minutes towards the end of the half. Sanogo's getting away there, but he's offside. A couple of close calls for offside there, and then one was given in the end. Schlupp looked like he was fouled there by Ramsey, not given. And then Sanogo's not offside there, but so Leicester count themselves lucky. He wasn't in a position of any real danger anyway. But could have created something. So they are quite lucky. More who's downfield. Ulloa brings it down beautifully. Oh, and it's a 1-2 there. Ulloa turns Chambers. Ulloa! Oh, and everyone in the stadium thought it was in. Leonardo Ulloa. He brought it down beautifully, gave it Hammond, who just slots it back through to him. Chambers commits, he turns and hits the side net, and Arsenal will count themselves very lucky after that one. Everyone thought that had gone in. It's unlucky there for Ulloa. He's having a good game and he is really dangerous. Flicked wide there by Monreal. Flamini. Leicester coming close again with that one. Cazorla. Ozil's touch was poor. And Konchesky comes inside. We still haven't seen the best of Mesut Ozil at Arsenal. Seen glimpses of it, but he had a really good World Cup with Germany, to his credit. Oh, and Ozil's nicked it away there. Plays it infield to Ramsey, driving at the defence. Aaron Ramsey, Cazorla, Sanchez. Leicester do well to push them further out wide. Ramsey again. Oh, it's a dodgy ball there from Ramsey. And Debussy's managed to keep it in play. He tried to curl it there, Ramsey, and he completely misconnected with it and almost sent it out for a throw-in. Arsenal still have it though, trying to apply more pressure. Flamini. Even the best make mistakes. Ramsey right now is one of the best. Sanchez, here's another one. Back to Monreal. Ozil. Finds Sanchez well. Crossed in. It's a decent ball. Cazorla sets it up. Chips it in. Flamini. Straight at Kasper Schmeichel. Oh, it was Aaron Ramsey that headed it. And he really could have done better there. He's disappointed with himself. So he's onside. Played on there by Jeffrey Schlupp. All too comfortable for Schmeichel. And every ball seems to go to Ulloa because he causes so many problems. Schlupp. Nugent. Mahrez to Delat. Delat with a great ball in. It's towards Ulloa again. Headed away there by Debussy. And Konchesky's done very well to keep that within Leicester's possession. And he's done very well to outsmart the defenders there and find Hammond. Leicester can do nothing but go backwards now because of the pressure from Arsenal. Moore has a chance to carry it forward. Onto his right, towards the back post. Ulloa is always on the far side of the pitch looking to head it back across. Here is Sanogo! Great save by Kasper Schmeichel, who's carried all the way up the field there by Monreal. Gave it Sanogo. And Schmeichel made himself really big. It's back post towards Sanchez. Can't get it back across the area in time. Cazorla hits it, blocked. Ramsey's turn to have a go, and he's lashed that wildly into the stands. Really good save from Kasper Schmeichel there. Monreal carried out a long, long way. Slot it into Sanogo, whose run was great. I think he just needs a bit more composure. He needs to look up, see where the keeper's committing, and see what he can do to avoid him. Maybe even try and take it round the keeper, win a penalty. You know, Sanogo had more that he could have done there, but it was a great save from Schmeichel. I'm not going to take anything away from that. Arsenal have almost trebled Leicester City's successful passes this game. 376 to Arsenal, 138 for Leicester. Ozil. Debussy all the way back to Ozil. Sonogo. Oh, tried a fancy turn, and he went to ground. Hammond back to Schmeichel, who hits clear and out for a throw-in. Sonogo wasn't happy with that decision. He wanted a free kick. Anthony Taylor telling him to calm down. It was a very cheeky little flick. Moore, yeah, it was a definite foul there from Liam Moore. He raised both arms to him and pushed him away from the ball. Sonogo is still complaining to Moore. Not happy about it either. Flick towards Sanchez. Konchesky, oh, he's turned Sonogo, giving it back to Schmeichel there. Sets it up to boot clear. Schlupp couldn't win it. Nor could Nugent. Arsenal happy to play the advantage by playing it around at the back. Here is Matteo Flamini. Not the first time he's been at Arsenal. Back in about 2006 2009 he was at Arsenal. Flamini went to AC Milan for a few years and he was brought back in. Here's Monreal. Into Sonogo, away by Morgan at the near post. Beautiful control once again by Sanchez. And Wes Morgan's so big. He's just really used his strength today. He's been an absolutely fantastic unit at the back. Single-handedly, he's organised the defence. He's kept everyone in check. And he's made some fantastic blocks and some great tackles as well. Ozil. Disguised pass to Sanchez. He's having a great game. Tried to turn, I say that, and Mahrez gets it away from him. But he's not quicker than Sanchez. Oh, he played the 1-2 with Ulloa. Here's Mahrez again. Chambers can't deal with it. Ulloa trying to take it around the defender. It's Nugent, blocked by Debussy. And Mahrez couldn't keep it. Cazorla away. Cazorla. Ozil, Sonogo. Cazorla again looking to take a shot. Lays it off to Ramsey. He's going to clip it back into the box and it's dealt with more than easily by Dean Hammond. And away breaks Konchesky. It's end-to-end stuff now. Here come Leicester again. Ulloa. Hammond. Mahrez looking to clip it in towards Ulloa. It's just over his head. And Konchesky couldn't keep it in. He's been so dangerous. Arsenal have it back in their position again. Just under half an hour to play now. And Sanchez breaks away from Delart. Doesn't get his corner. And it's a substitution being readied for Leicester. Mark Albright, a new signing from Aston Villa, is ready to come on. He had a few promising seasons at Aston Villa. He looked like he was going to be great, but never made the step up to a bigger club, and his career sort of died down, making the transition to Leicester City now. He did look promising for a while. And we'll see what he can do. at Leicester City. This will be his competitive debut. It'll be his debut altogether for Leicester City, by the way. Mahrez wins it from Sanchez. He's having a good game as well. Tried to spread it to Schlupp, but Konchesky had to get it away. He was forced to get it away. It was a bad pass. Chambers now controlling the play for Arsenal, trying to keep it calm. Arsenal just aren't penetrating enough. They're having a lot of possession and they're not doing anything with it. Poor ball there from Mahrez, who does look a talent, the 21-year-old. And before Arsenal could take a quick throw in, the substitution is set to be made. It is coming on like predicted. And off comes Riyad Mahrez, who's had a really good game. He's shown real class over the first 3 games for Leicester this season. And Mark Albrighton, more experienced in the Premier League, we'll see if he can have an impact on the game. I'm sure he will. Chambers. Interesting fact about Mark Albrighton. He scored the 18,000th ever Premier League goal. It was against Arsenal at Aston Villa, but he hasn't scored since. So we'll see if playing against the North London opposition again will spark him into getting an inspired winner against Leicester City. Oh, the ball in by Monreal, dealt with by Morgan. Debuchy can't do anything with it. And it's an Arsenal throw-in in the end. Sanchez tried to volley it into the box on the cross, and it came off Jeffrey Schlupp. He's had a better game defensively than he has offensively, but this corner takes Arsenal's corner count up to 8, doubling Leicester's 4. And once again, they've got some big units in the area to aim for. Sanchez crosses in, away at the near post. Ramsey sets it up for Cazorla, who didn't want to strike it. Ozil. Cazorla again. Crossed in. It's a great ball in. Sinogo could only head over. And he's had so many chances, Yaya Sinogo. And he's annoyed not to punish him. Arsenal have tripled Leicester City's attempts on target and their shots on target. So their attempts and their attempts on target. They've had 22 shots to Leicester's 7. And they've also had 6 on target to Leicester's 2. So I think clinicality is the problem in this game. But Leicester have had the fair share of chances. Just Arsenal's shots have all been in poor positions and been blocked, really. I mean, Kasper Schmeichel's not had to deal with anything phenomenal all day. And you think after 22 shots, they'd really work the keeper, but Arsenal haven't today. They haven't looked sharp. They haven't gelled yet. They haven't clicked yet this season. Can't wait to see that from Arsenal, because when they get clicking, they are a great side to watch. Ramsey, Debuchy, poor ball. Schlupp intercepts, and he breaks away from Sanchez. He's displaying his pace here. Sanchez is quick, though. He got back well. Here is Nugent looking to find a ball into the box. Gives it King. Oh, it was an inch away from being under King's control. He couldn't extend it quick enough. And Cazorla ran through King. He ran past Nugent. And then Schlupp just nailed him with that tackle. Avoids a booking though. Mertesacker, Chambers back to Szczesny, who dispatches it out left to the Spaniard fullback Nacho Monreal. Chambers on the turn. Ramsey, Cazorla, trying to find Sanchez. It was cut out by Konchesky. He doesn't have the legs he used to. He thought he could get around Debussy there. And he's not as young as he used to be, Paul Konchesky. He's a very experienced defender though, which will come in handy for them. Could have used a bit of his old pace there to get on Debussy. Substitution coming on for Leicester City. Substitution is free Schlupp coming off for Jamie Vardy, Leicester City's new number 9. This is his Premier League debut. Jamie Vardy, on he comes. He's a crowd favourite at Leicester, Jamie Vardy. He's going to give it everything. And Konchesky tried to clear it, but struck the arm of Alexis. So they're going to have a front 3 now, I think, of Nugent, Ulloa and Vardy. Albrighton can play central and Vardy can play left. So I think those are going to be the 2 wider players, actually. Ulloa heads it on. It was towards Albrighton and Nugent, but neither could react quick enough to get any real danger imposed on the Arsenal defence. Oh, it's great play here. Sinogo let it run. He thought Sanchez was there. Ramsey's done very well. Ramsey's done exceptionally well to keep that. Flamini. But Ramsey's played it into Cazorla. It was corner to Arsenal. Liam Moore just shot thwarted Santi Cazorla's effort. So it'll be the man that took the shot. Take the corner. Santi Cazorla whips it in, headed away at the front post. Ramsey got a bit of time to pick the cross in, and the cross from Ramsey is poor. He has not had a good game today. Here come Leicester now trying to build. Nugent crossing position. Crossed in towards Vardy. Oh, that would have been a dream debut for him. He couldn't get up high enough. Szczesny claimed well. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, 1-up for Arsenal on the far side. He didn't try to give Arsenal that extra second incentive because, no disrespect to Leicester, you'd really see Arsenal going all out for the win here. I mean, I don't think they'd be happy with a draw against Leicester, especially with the amount of shots they've had. Sanchez across the box, and it's away by Wes Morgan once again. Without a doubt, he's been my man of the match today, Wes Morgan. He has had a solid performance at the back. Mateo Flamini's another that's had a good game. Debussy to Cazorla. Great tackle there from Vardy. Ojoa's holding it up and couldn't do anything with it in the end. Debussy flicks it away. Cazorla. Oh, Sanchez couldn't find the pass. And that's a dirty challenge there from Matteo Flamini. And I think he's going to see yellow for this one. Is he? No booking. Perhaps lucky to avoid a booking there. Anthony Taylor's had a good game today. Here's Ozil. He's been quiet for the past 20 minutes or so. Mesut Ozil not really been involved out on that left side. And Richie Delight is the one to get it away. Flicked on by Ulloa. Flamini, Ozil, cut out by Delight, who just smashes it down the line. Got a couple of substitutions coming on, one for each team. Oh, two for Arsenal, I think, and one for Leicester. And ball was passed out of play there by Mertesacker. As Ulloa's down, holding his calf, I think. And the changes for Arsenal. Lucas. Oh, first of all, we're going to have the Leicester City change. I think it is. Yeah, Leicester City substitution. Had a very good game. Leonardo Ulloa scored the goal. It's all you could ask for him really is a striker, but I think he's had a really good game. And he's scored two so far. On comes Danny Drinkwater, another one in this Leicester side that's come from the Manchester United academy. Danny Drinkwater will take place in the centre, I think, and have Vardy go up the centre. But two substitutions for Arsenal as well. Off comes Santi Cazorla for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And I don't think Cazorla wanted to come off there. And the other change is Yaya Sanogo is coming off for Lucas Podolski. So Podolski is another one of these Arsenal World Cup winners with Germany. Got all three on the field now in Ozil, Podolski and Mertesacker. So can he inspire a victory? Oh, it's a poor pass by Szczesny, and Nugent closed it down, and Mertesacker hit the floor there. I think over. He's a very smiley guy, David Nugent, always laughing, and he laughed that one off again. Albrighton plays it through to Vardy. He's away from Ramsey, who's the furthest man back. And there's appeals from handball there, only from the fans really behind the goal. It was never really any serious complaints. And good defending there from Liam Moore. Put pressure on Podolski and conceded the throw. Mesut Ozil's down on the corner of the pitch. He's crawled off the pitch. Don't know what's up with him, but he's holding his ankle, and Arsenal have made all their substitutions already. We could see a shock here if Leicester can exploit the 10 men like they tried to earlier in the game when Koscielny was off the pitch. They created a good opportunity then. And I don't think Ozil's going to resurface anytime soon. He's on his back with physio attention on our near side. Flamini switches it to Ramsey. Here's Ramsey. And he's what? I think it was a double ricochet there against Aaron Ramsey. So, physio just checking if Ozil is okay to come back on the field, but I don't think it's likely. Arsenal shouting commands from the touchline. I think he's trying to reshuffle. His word may have reached him that they're going to have to finish this last 10 minutes now with 10 men. Score still 1-1. And Leicester have it once again. Here's King. Nugent wasn't fouled there according to Anthony Taylor. Oh, he tried the 1-2. Neither team really doing anything on the ball at all at the moment. Mertesacker. Flamini hit the floor, advantage played. Ozil back on the field now, and here he is in possession. And he's played it well there. Sanchez. Ozil. Sanchez, he's got Chamberlain on the edge. Plays it to Chamberlain. Chips it in. Ramsey. Couldn't do anything with it. Aaron Ramsey still trying. Ozil into the box and Delat behind. It's a corner again to Arsenal. Arsenal have already scored a couple late ones against Everton. They came back late and they won late at home against Palace. I wouldn't discount them. Just looking a bit tired because they somehow get the job done. That's what good teams do. You don't have to play well to win the game. Ozil, Saka's header was poor. And it's away. Straight down the line. Here's Jamie Vardy. Vardy again. Still Vardy. He's got one more to beat. Oh, he's played it out wide here to Nugent. Back to Vardy. Vardy could... Oh, it's a wonderful save from Szczesny. Jamie Vardy could have won it. There's only 7 minutes left on the clock, plus stoppage time, but Arsenal don't really look like they've got it in them to get a goal, let alone two. They could have done really well there. Wonderful ball to Vardy there from Konchesky, who dances past one, then two, and he just plays it out wide. I don't know if that's the best decision, but he got it back from Nugent, and he tried to put it across Chesney, and it was a good save in the end. Oh, a really good save from Chesney. Vardy will be kicking himself if Arsenal get one now. Poor ball from Ozil to Podolski. Straight into the arms of Kasper Schmeichel. First real chance we've had in a while. It's just been decent play that's looking like it could build to something, but really not doing. And that's all we've had this second half. Nothing spectacular. We had a good first half, not a second half though. And Dean Hammond is the latest to go into the referee's book here. Just catching Aaron Ramsey late. Ooh. From Dean Hammond. And he admits it as well. He's made a few fouls today, but it was one of those which he probably would have been booked for if he hadn't made those fouls anyway. It wasn't the best tackle you've ever seen. Cleared away by Kasper Schmeichel. Suit for by Ramsey. Away by Delat. King's giving it away. Here goes Ozil. Trying to wriggle through, he can't. Flamini. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh, Chamberlain using great pace to get down the right hand side there. He's fooled. Kincheski, Podolski, Ozil. Here's Monreal. Sanchez. That's got a hold of him. Sanchez tried to slip it through to Brown, and it's cleared away once again by the big defender. Chamberlain couldn't quite get through anyone. Wes Morgan got it away. Liam Moore got it away. Looks like another injury problem. Will Leicester be happy with the draw against Arsenal? Nobody's leaving from this. Oxlade-Chamberlain's been down for a while. He's back up on his feet now, though. 3 minutes left plus stoppages. Ozil lost it into Debussy. Kasper Schmeichel claims. Now Liam Moore's down. And Chamberlain's limping around the field here. Mertesacker side foots it back down the field on the volley from the goal kick. Ramsey, Ozil, Sanchez. Oh, couldn't quite work the way through there. It's all the way back to Schmeichel. It clears. Win the header. Here come Leicester now. Jamie Vardy. Out wide to Mark Albrighton. Crossed in by Albrighton, and Chesney read that really well. Knew exactly where Albrighton was going to put that. He was pretty much there before it even left his boot. Sanchez. Can't quite control it. Wes Morgan. Hammond. Kincheski to Albrighton, trying to play it forward. It's great play here. And I think Vardy was offside there anyway. He was. It is Callum Chambers trying to carry it forward. He's committed himself forward now as well because so many Arsenal shirts trying to pull themselves forward. Vardy couldn't win the header. Start an attack of Leicester's. Ozil flicks on to Podolski, who couldn't do anything. And now Leicester City break, do they? With Danny Drinkwater, Delat. I think he might have just run out of fumes here, Delat. Nugent, back to Delat. Oh, well kept in from the right back, and it's just gone for a corner there. And once again, Leicester look dangerous. They don't have Ajura on the field anymore, but I'm sure Wes Morgan and Liam Moore can conjure something up. They don't have Mahrez to deliver it in either, but they've still got some big lads. Liam Moore's pointing at his head. He's saying, put this right here. And Chesney came a long way to get that one. There's a bit of a scuffle here on the field between Liam Moore. Jamie Vardy came across as well and got involved. It was all about Chesney there. Liam Moore booked. Wojciech Chesney booked. And Moore went for the head. Chesney won it. And then he kicked it. Stoppage time. It's already a minute into that due to that little scuffle there that stopped play. But regardless, well dealt with by Anthony Taylor, by the way, as well. Needs a mention. He's had a great game. 2 minutes left. Can Arsenal do what they've done twice already this season and score late? Great play from Leicester. Or can Leicester score late? They did against Everton. Switched to Albrighton, who's brought it down well. Kincheski. Albrighton again. Not a single fan's leaving early from this. 1.5 minutes left. Vardy to Albrighton. Couldn't quite poke it away, and Chamberlain's got it downfield to nobody. Cleared forward. Mertesacker heads away. Doesn't look like we're going to see a goal here in the closing stages. Maybe on this attack. Danny Drinkwater strikes. And it's wide. Applauded. I think that was unnecessary. It would have taken something spectacular. Chesney's obviously going to be on his toes this late on. He definitely had it covered. Will Arsenal have a go now? Wenger will probably be very disappointed not to get more than 3 points here. Unless Podolski can do it, he can't. Kincheski gets it away. And now Leicester, probably with the last attack of the game. Drinkwater. Kincheski. Here's Albrighton. Oh, he's lost it. And here comes Chamberlain. Cut out by Hammond. And I think that's going to see the game off now. Schmeichel hits it all. Vardy won the header. And there's a foul against Mertesacker there. Committed by Jamie Vardy. And I think that will be that. That is it. Leicester will be happy with the point. Arsenal not so much. They've had a lot of chances. Nothing clear cut though. I think I'm going to say Wes Morgan was my man of the match. I've done that twice this game. He's had a great game. There's been a few good performances today. I think they've all been on the Leicester side, to be fair. Joey's had a good game. But we'll see. Leicester really, well, they wanted their first 3 points. They couldn't get it. It will give them huge encouragement, though, getting a point against a team like Arsenal. So that has been Super Sunday. I've covered Leicester City versus Arsenal today. And also Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool. 2 decent games. And we'll see where that leaves us at the end of this season. 2 big games as well for both sides. So anyway, leave in the comments what you thought of the game. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description. And join my Sky Sports Fantasy League. That was a good game. But yeah, the other game of the day that I didn't cover was Aston Villa Hull City. It finished 2-1 to Aston Villa. So scores today: Aston Villa 2, Hull City 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0, Liverpool 3, and Leicester City 1, Arsenal 1. So that is that. And I'd like to thank you for watching. And that's it for today. So thank you for watching Total Football, and I'll see you later.